This episode, it will literally spark you just like sparking Zero, but will be electrifying with poop jokes. I am not exaggerating on the last part. There's literally is poop jokes. Dragonball Daima episode 6 called Lightning is pretty much an interesting episode compared to other ones, which this one actually is very intriguing, but also at the same time, kind of weird at the same time. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they dissed Goku in this show, okay? I'm gonna be completely honest. Pansy likes to ridicule this man, and man oh man, I don't know what to say anymore. So pretty much this episode starts off where they are pretty much continuing off falling from the last episode, if everybody remembers from episode 5, where pretty much the plane is falling down because, well, they kind of overfilled the plane, and that's what happened, unfortunately. So they had to unload everything by the time they crashed and all that stuff, and then sure enough, Goku has to go to the washroom. Literally no joke, and apparently it was not even that long when they crashed, so that's kind of funny. But then anyways, guards show up and pretty much are asking where Goku is, which is 100 gold coins, which in the demon realm, if people remember that they had to give away 3 gold coins to pretty much keep their lifespan for 1 whole year. So these coins are rare. I'm gonna point that out. The way the community talked in that town, I feel like silver coins and all that is not bad, but when it comes to gold coins, it is something that I feel is very expensive to get, and it's definitely something that not a lot of people get their hands on. So 100 gold coins must be a very wanted man at this point for Goku. So whoever finds it gets that many coins, and I'm surprised Glorio hasn't even thought of even bringing them in yet. Unless he wants to do that after his mission. Who knows? But then anyways, after Goku's done his business and the guards take off, of course, that's when we hear the whole thing about him being like not washing his hands after going to the washroom. And then afterwards, when it got nighttime, when they want to go down into a cave and sleep down there, you know, find out that Goku doesn't really care about taking showers in general, which then that's when Pansy pretty much calls him a filthy man at this point. So, like, I'm sorry. Yes, I get it. You know, he should probably take showers and wash his hands after, you know, doing his second business, of course, but, you know, calling this man filthy, I don't know how I feel about this anymore. I feel like at this point, they're just trying to roast Goku for being a, like, unclean man. Like, you think Chi-Chi would catch on and be like, oh, this guy stinks. He should probably take showers and wash his hands more often. But we don't get that in the show, unless we don't get to see that in the show. Then maybe, I don't know. But then we meet up with a Minotaur that wants to eat them, and sure enough, Glorio and Goku are fighting over to see who can fight the Minotaur, and because they think that, you know, one is stronger than the other, so we get this big, nice battle from Glorio, and I'm not gonna lie, that was a really good battle. A very intriguing battle, plus it was nice to see Goku use his Super Saiyan form, of course, one more time out of the show, and I think it's really intriguing. Plus, I think it's interesting they're bringing back the whole Super Saiyan, like, not entirely sure if I can use the form when I'm small and stuff, so it kind of feels like we're going back to kind of GT, if people remember, especially with the Super Saiyan 3 form, when Goku pretty much talks about, like, how he's not used to doing these Super Saiyan forms in his kid form, so it's kind of hard on him. So it's kind of interesting. That's the turn of events that they're going towards. So, but it's interesting that they're going in that direction. But anyways, after the fight is all done, Goku wins the battle, of course. And then the Minotaur, well, he just kind of just runs off, starving, because he doesn't want to fight them after watching. So they pretty much scared the man just by showing off their talent. And like, Goku didn't even show much. So that's something. But the one thing I do want to talk the most that I think is very intriguing and very exciting to see where this is going to take us, of course, is Glorio is actually working for Aransu. This is where I think is very intriguing because now we get to see who Glorio is actually working for and how he got the information and all that. And maybe how he got ways to get to Earth and all that, and how he got maybe a ship or something, whatever the case may be. But now we're getting more interesting information out of this, because before we've been getting a lot of, that's a unique way of telling somebody that you should be scared of. Oh, why is Supreme Kai very sketchy about him all of a sudden? Now we're getting some real results all of a sudden. So now I'm intrigued if episode 7 is going to even go off of that in general, or we're going to see that maybe in episode 8 or 9, but it is going to be interesting to see if Glorio is going to turn into the bad guy, or is he going to stay on Goku's side and literally be like, you know what, Aaron Sue is actually a bad person, I don't want to be part of that team anymore. That is where I'm kind of debating on which is going to happen, but it would be interesting to see if Glorio does end up going to the other side. So if that's the case, can't wait to see how that's going to go, and the battle for that. We already seen pretty much them go out with it, but I feel like they got more on their plate if they're going to fight again. So that's all I'm going to say for that. But other than that, guys, hopefully you guys are watching. Hit like for more. Subscribe if you're new, of course. And I'll see you all, of course, in the next videos. Peace out, everybody. Have a great day.